Hey, it's Chris here today from Huckabones Equipment. In today's video, we're going to do an overview of the new Z452s with the EFI engine. So stick with us. We're going to do what we always do. Start at the front, work our way back, pointing out all the key features. Okay, so the Z400 lineup is a very popular lineup for us here at Huckabones. So we have the Z202s, awesome entry-level units, and then you have the Z400 series, then you go up to the Z700 series. We here love the 400. We skip right over the 700s, go right then to the full commercial units. So these are what they call light commercial. So fall into, somebody younger who's starting up a business, cutting multiple lawns, or maybe you have one big lawn. A few acres that you're doing. It can also be a backup machine because these decks go from 48 up to 60. So very popular for us, very popular for Kubota is where they fall in line there of that light commercial, the average homeowner, right up to somebody entry-level commercial. So lots of potential customers, lots of potential units out there. So you see lots of them, and they're for good reasons. So now we kind of know where the Z400 falls in line with the selling ability. Now let's talk about where this is in the 400 lineup, because there is traditionally you have the Kawasaki engines, non-EFI. Well, now we have the EFI engine in that Z400. So EFI is always going to be a little bit more money than the standard engine, but what it delivers to you, we'll dive into whenever we get to the back. So let's start now and talk about the Z400 lineup and what these units all have at the front, and then working our way back talking about that EFI engine. So take pictures of pictures. Yeah. What are these guys doing out here? So
can't get anything done with these guys.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Up here in Canada, so we had the Z411s and the 421s, and again, there's going to be a lot of numbers thrown at you. Those were the basic units. They're no longer available in Canada. They've moved up to the Z412, which is a 48-inch deck with a premium seat and wider front casters, and then the Z422, same idea, wider front casters, nicer seat, with the 421s being eliminated. So after that spiel, they eliminated those ones and added EFI ones. So ever-changing here at the Kubota lineup in the zero-turn market. So whenever you start talking about the Z400 lineup and what's available here in Canada, you'll see they got really, really wide front wheels here. So the front casters here, you're about 6.5 inches wide. Why do you have that? Comfort. It really drives that comfort, narrower, just it gives you more flotation, more air there, just to make things more comfortable for the operator, and that's what you're looking for whenever you get up into these, because you are cutting very fast. These things do over 10 miles an hour, so whenever you're hitting those bumps and everything, you're going to be feeling it, so it's nice having a little bit more flotation out front here. You'll see a nice tube frame there. Again, anything can be broken, but it's very hard and very difficult to break these ones. Again, they are extra durable with extra plating there to make them super strong. Whenever you move back to the mower deck, so again, as I mentioned, the Z400 lineup is available in a 48, 54, and 60. Being light commercial, you will see a rub rail around the whole deck to help whenever you are up against things. And in the commercial world, you will, especially the operator will, if there's multiple ones. After that, when you start talking about the deck itself, so there's about 6 inches of depth there, so really heavy duty, really thick blades under there. There's a 3-blade system, not with pieces of tin under there. They are nice heavy units. And talking about the spindles as well, again, everything is sealed there. You don't have to be greasing. It is pretty straightforward on that. Really the only grease points here are, skipping back up to the front, is on your front casters there. There's a couple grease points on that. Otherwise, the decks are very simplistic. They're always easy to remove, easy to level. You'll see a couple silver knobs here. That's for to help with the level. You are able to adjust side to side and then front to back with them, as there's a 4-post system on there to adjust that. Whenever they get delivered, they're always going to be in the middle kind of idea and very flat and level. Really the only time you're ever going to be adjusting that is if you hit something to throw it out of balance, where you're going to be needing that. And then you'll see the plastic covers on top of those spindles. Easy to remove, basically one-handed. We'll take that off, and it is easy then after that to lift this on and off to get fully under there for full serviceability, at the end of the day, to remove that dry grass under there so you don't run into any issues for the next time you go to use it. One complaint we have heard many times on these units is whenever you talk about the operator station is lowering and lifting that deck. It is quite a bit of force there. There isn't really a shock assist on that. It's really difficult whenever the person's shorter to be at the right angle to really let that down and bring it back up again. It is a little bit a little bit extra force there needed compared to the Z202s or even the Z700. So just be mindful of that. Again, not too often you're lowering and lifting a deck, but it can be a little bit harder if you're on the shorter end of things. So now let's jump and talk about the operator station. Oh, that's comfortable. Man, I love these seats. Okay, so whenever you get into the Z400, very comfortable seat. It is a suspension seat there with some springs underneath there. Nice easy seat adjustment on the front here. Just be mindful that it's not as clear or as easy to identifiable which way to turn it as what you're going to see on a Z700 with an even bigger dial with labeling, but pretty basic. It's pretty simple, very simplistic, and it is super comfortable seat. There's no doubt about it. It's probably one of the best in the industry on that. It is the Kubota seat on these Z400s. Again, fully adjustable handles here, extra weight added in them to take out some of the vibration, just like those pucks were underneath here. So it makes it nice and comfortable. You don't feel the vibration coming up through you. Again, if you're shorter, taller, easy adjustable, you can see them are actually exposed here, nice and easy to adjust up and down. In underneath too, there's a couple shocks there. If you find it too hard or too soft to push forward, that is adjustable as well. Whenever we get into the adjustment of the cutting height, again, it's same idea as any of the other ones. You lift up the deck as it is, turn this dial, and again, you're from 1.5 inches up to 5, and then you can let it set it back down there. So easy adjust. It's just a nice cog system in there, nice and simple, easy to do. Your brake system is out front. Sometimes there is a handle or something. This one's nice that it's out front, nice, easy identifiable, and easy to take from whenever you start, take it on and off. After that, whenever we get into the starting system, it is a push start whenever we get up into the EFIs on the 400 series. So it follows along with what was on the Z202s and has been adapted up to here. We were discussing off camera kind of why they have the push starts on here but not on the Z700s, and there is no rhyme or reason to it. We don't know. It is usually cheaper to put the push starts compared to a key, but people like push starts, so no idea, but it is a thing to know about them. It is a push start on the Z400 EFIs. So, and then you'll see the throttle has changed on these as well. It follows along with the EFIs on the 700. It's just a dial system instead of a lever. Nice, simple, and easy there. And then you have your electronic PTO there to turn on and off there for engaging that mower deck. So nice, simple, easy to operate system. Not very digital. You know, whenever you go up to the Z700, you have the panels and stuff and a full commercial. So you escape from all that and just keep it nice and simple and easy to operate. So so we moved around to the back. You'll see a few things, key things about it. So one thing I should mention is the tires. So whenever you get up into the bigger 54 and 60s compared to the 412, you do get bigger rear tires. Again, same as the front idea, it's just bigger, more comfortable, better, and they got some nice rims, so you know, it's nice looking. After that, always a folding roll bar, very nice, and there's always going to be a roll bar. You know, on the Kubota lineup, whenever you get to talk about zero turns, there's a roll bar on all of them, so it's nice whenever it comes foldable, especially whenever you're doing some light commercial work with it. So, and as always, it's nice and easy to flip up underneath here. Same as always, you know, it gives you access to the battery and a few other fuses and stuff under there. So nice, easy for maintenance kind of idea. And then we've moved back here to talk about the engine, the PC response kind of idea. So everything that you want to know about electronic fuel injection on a Z400. So why would I choose it? So the thing to know is it's going to be a little bit more money than the standard Kawasaki. So it removes any operator's error kind of idea. It makes it a little bit less maintenance to it, a little bit simpler. It's going to make you look like a pro. Well, how's it going to do that? Well, there's no carburetor. You don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to worry about a choke. It's more fuel efficient. It delivers all that. It's going to make it easier to start. So whenever you've got multiple operators there, some understand how a choke operates, some don't. You don't have to worry about flooding it. Any of those things are all eliminated. It makes it simplistic. It delivers that fuel efficiency that you're looking for. At the end of the day, if you're doing more commercial work than just a homeowner, you definitely want it. And if you're a homeowner who just wants to not be able to have to fiddle with anything, not worry about that carburetor every spring gumming up, it's there for you, and it delivers what you're looking for. Not just in the short term, but a long term, especially with that fuel savings. I don't have anything in front of me that says exactly what you're going to save, but trust me, you are going to save with that fuel efficiency, especially as you dial out the years and the hours put on it. So pretty special engine. Okay, so that brings to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about the 452i model from Kubota. So again, whenever you're thinking about a zero turn from Kubota and you're thinking about a Z400, make sure you go visit with your product specialist at your local dealership to learn more about if the EFI is going to deliver what you're looking for, as it's going to suit a lot of needs, but it does come at a little bit higher cost. So just be mindful of that. But I love my Z400, sold a lot of them. The camera operator behind me has a 60-inch in this, so they are pretty awesome units and highly recommend them. And if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please down below. Thank you.